Today we're going to be reacting to a early childhood educator who has made a career out of producing some interesting content that has been soundly kind of run off of YouTube, it would appear. However, they're finding a new platform, and it's TikTok. These educators have some interesting things to say, and I think it's important to shine a light on it. It's important to know this is just one of those things where, like, this is what kids are consuming on TikTok. This is what they're watching. Now, I'll say I have investigated this particular account. They don't exactly have a ton of followers, which is a good thing. But they've been creating this type of content for a very long time. They have about 10,500 likes on their entire account with only 881 followers. But what I think is interesting is some of the content. Okay, some of the content I have questions about. I have questions about the intent. I can't know. That's why I say I have questions.
I'm Linz.
So this is Linz, who goes by the name, well, I'm not going to say their account name. Somebody asked, again, why are you talking about... So this is somebody who's, like, curious what their intents are. Why are you talking about spicy topics, etc., with preschoolers? Honest question. I do not understand the need for this. I think we all have that question. But why not answer it? Let them answer it.
And trans educator and children's performer, creator, writer. You might know me from my web series Queer Kid Stuff, where I talk
We're going to take a look at that in a second.
About gender and sexuality stuff for all ages with the preschool audience in mind.
So it's not for all ages, it's for preschoolers. I know you from your account. We're very familiar with this YouTube account, but we're going to take a look at it in a minute.
I write for preschool television, do a lot of stuff in early childhood ed.
Sounds like they have a lot of jobs, by the way. Just want to point that out. Sounds like they're getting a lot of work. Who do they work for? I'm not sure.
The short answer to this question is that we need to talk to preschoolers about sexuality and gender because any later is too late.
Any later is too late. Preschool. I don't know how old are you? 4? You don't. They don't even know what that is. You don't need to talk about it. It's not your place to talk about it anyway. It's a parent's place to talk about it. And they're certainly not talking about it when somebody's 4.
The long answer to this is that this is the age when children start to self-identify.
No, it isn't.
They start to understand themselves and in relation to the world around them. They need to understand different gender diversity because the Academy of Pediatrics actually says that most children have a solid understanding of their gender identity by the age of 4, and that is inclusive of cis as well as trans and non-binary kids.
So if they have a solid understanding, then what do they need you for? Are you worried about making sure you muddy up the waters? I literally don't know. I'm just asking the question. Why you, an adult, is worried about this for other people's 4-year-olds?
Preschoolers need to understand sexuality because of the world around them. They might not identify with a sexuality yet, but their parents do. And their friends' parents do. And in order to understand different family structures and other people's experiences and develop empathy, they need to understand queerness.
No, they don't. Absolutely not. Empathy has absolutely nothing to do with how you identify or the type of person that you're into.
Preschoolers are exposed to sexuality every day, just
by their teachers. Just kidding. That's a joke.
Look at literally any Disney movie where there is heterosexual kissing.
Ooh, kissing.
It is normal to talk to kids about straight relationships and straight couples and nuclear heterosexual families. So why should queerness and queer families and queer sexuality be any different?
I don't think it is normal to talk to 4-year-olds about that.
Kids as young as preschoolers need to understand gender and sexuality in order to develop empathy for others
That's just not, that's just verifiably untrue.
and to be able to understand themselves in relationship to the world around them and the people around them.
Also, there's a word really on the tip of my tongue here that we can't say apparently anymore, but the, there's this ongoing trend of like, you know, not the parents feeling like it's their responsibility to educate other people's kids about, pretty, intimate things.
Once you get past this age, it's a lot harder to undo
Undo?
and complicate the ideas of the kind of cis heteronormative world that
Okay. That's an interesting statement to make, isn't it? It's almost like they're saying, I don't know what they're saying. Once they're too old, you can't, like, it gets hard to undo things. Why would they need to be undone?
that these kids and we are in.
Now, let's not forget the type of content that this person makes.
Kid stuff with you. Together, Teddy and I are taking a look back at some of our favorite Queer Kid Stuff episodes with this compilation video. If you want to check out more cool Queer Kid stuff like our new project, Dear Queer Kid, you can sign up for our weekly newsletter and look at our website, queerkidstuff.com, and support us on Patreon.
Notice that it is explicitly targeted to YouTube kids. Okay, I just want to point that out. And the comments are turned off. Why do you think that is? That's not even a website. That's interesting. Oh, 1S. Okay, it is. Now, I don't necessarily think that the existence of, resources for people are inherently bad. But I'm not exactly sure when you telling me that the audience is for elementary or preschool students. By the way, there's 72 patrons. 72 people paying money per month to keep this program going. It's concerning to me. There are resources, there are things of that nature. Maybe there's parents who have a kid that is LGBTQ or something like that. I could see parents wanting, these type of research or, resources. If you don't know what to do, how to handle it right, you talk to people who've been there before. Parents have raised kids, LGBTQ kids, for a long time, and so there are resources for parents, and I think that's a good thing. But I think it's also weird that you're literally targeting preschoolers. You say that out loud. Like, some of the comments, if you want to take note on how most clips here begin and end with the quintessential smugly face, once you see the smugly, you can't unsee it. That's true. Why do they all make this face? They do all make that face. I mean, yeah, you could see this person. The short answer is we need to get them early. The long answer is if we wait to get them, it'll be too late. I don't really understand this. You see, we don't talk to our 6-year-old about this because we aren't weirdos. I don't understand. You see the comments. I'm already talking to my 3-year-old about gender identity. Heck yes, keep fighting the good fight. I teach preschool. I have a child in my class with 2 moms. Thank you. I love this. Again, you want to talk to people about it or talk to parents. I think that that's, something that a resource that parents should have. But why are you talking to preschoolers? Why are you putting out resources that are specifically targeted towards them? It feels a little weird. And I'm going to keep reporting on this. I'm going to keep shedding a light on it as long as you keep supporting the channel. So if you can, make sure you just click that red subscribe button down below today, and I will keep providing you content 3 to 5 times a day, 6 days a week. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.